welcome to the news across the country. Osun and OSEC fixes local government election dates. Chairman Senate Committee on Army says the military lacks modern equipment to fight insecurity. Stakeholder implores university students at home to engage in vocational skills. Man sentenced to jail for stealing goods in Kano. The Osun Independent National Electoral Commission, OSEC, has fixed the 15th of October for the state local government election. The chairman of OSEC, Otumba Segun Oladito, disclosed this today at a press conference held in Osogbo, the state capital, noting that the election will be conducted with strict compliance to the constitution. Otumba Oladito, the OSEC chairman, also reiterated commitment to ensure a free, fair, and transparent council election in the state. OSBC reporter Oluchi Amuda now completes the story.
Press conference organized by the Osun Independent Electoral Commission (OSEC) was aimed at unveiling the next move of the commission with regards to the conduct of the upcoming local government election in the state. While addressing members of the Fourth Estate of the Realm, Chairman of OSEC, Otumba Segun Oladito, stated that the commission was inaugurated in 2020 principally to conduct local government elections, but was hampered by a number of encumbrances such as court litigations, COVID-19 pandemic, and SARS saga, as well as lack of necessary enabling laws. Otumba Oladito, however, intimated the media that with the passage of the Osun State Independent Electoral Commission Law 2022 by the State House of Assembly and duly assented by Governor Adegboyega Oyetola, all inhibiting factors and circumstances have been ameliorated, adding that the election will be conducted on the 15th of October this year.
The cost is very clear for the Commission to conduct the local government elections. All previous laws of local government elections in the state have been repealed, and it is now the Osun State Independent Electoral Commission Law of 2020 that is in operation.
Otumba Oladito, who noted that the commission would not be involved in any form of illegality, urged those who are aggrieved to seek legal means of redress and desist from issuing threats.
If there is any disagreement on the issue, go to court, and the court will interpret. Whatever steps I take, don't threaten me. Go to court, and the court will be the final arbiter.
The OSEC chairman also appealed to members of the public to support the commission and not allow themselves to be used by politicians to disrupt the peace of the state.
Members of the public should not allow themselves to be used, because the leaders of these political parties, they may belong to the Hague party today. Tomorrow they move to Palm Oil party. From Palm Oil party, they might go to Calabash party. But you, the followers, you'll have killed yourselves, and you'll not allow your blood to be used to not cleansing, but as a rubbish stepping stone towards the success of some politicians. So I appeal to the people of Osun State that they should not take politics personal.
The press conference had in attendance all the board members of the commission, top management officers of OSEC, members of the press, among others. Oluchi Amuda, OSBC News.
Meanwhile, the People's Democratic Party (PDP) has cautioned Osun State Independent Electoral Commission (OSEC) against the conduct of elections into local government councils in the state. The caretaker committee of PDP Osun State, Dr. Akindele Adekunle, gave a warning in a statement issued today in Osogbo, the state capital. The People's Democratic Party expressed determination to exercise its legal right to halt the conduct of election, which has been challenged at the court of competent jurisdiction in the state. Osun State government says the claim by ex-finance commissioner of states, Dr. Wale Bolondro, regarding the finances of the states under Governor Adegboyega Oyetola is a misrepresentation of fact against the person of the governor and the government he superintends. In a statement by the State Commissioner for Information and Civic Orientation, Mrs. Funke Gbemode, the ex-commissioner claimed that he uses contact to raise funds to modernize Osun is not only false but also ridiculous. While insisting that Oshun under the Oyetola administration is not a spendthrift, he challenged Dr. Wale Brondre to be courageous enough to tell the whole world the truth about his years in Oshun, where a month's salary was paid 4 times at intervals. The state government advised that Dr. Brondre needed to be reminded of the bad condition he left the state's finances due to his bad financial decisions and awesome practices, leading to unsustainable level of debt in the state over time. According to the statement, the state is still missing opportunities, particularly from development partners, on the account of the bad position of the state finance arising from Dr. Bolonduro's unpopular stewardship. The administration of Governor Adeboye Otola has been ranked highest among other states in Nigeria in the area of public finances and accountability through its transparent nature of governance. In a report tagged Subnational Audit Efficacy Index with the theme Leveraging Accountability for Subnational Development in Nigeria, the state was ranked first with 80%, which is a huge improvement on the last rating where the state was ranked 25th with 40%. According to the report, the state was applauded to have given operationalization of financial autonomy to the Auditor General for States, as well as conducting financial compliance and performance audit in every financial year. The report also commended the commitment of Governor Adeboye Otola to financial transparency by signing into law the State of Osun Audit Law 2019, which now stands as the principal law governing public audit function in the state. In his reaction, the State Commissioner for Finance, Mr. Bola Oyebamiji, said he is not surprised by the report ranking the state as the most financially transparent in the Federation, since financial transparency has always been Governor Oyetola's watchword. He said it is a pact the governor signed with the people of the state to be prudent and transparent with funds that belongs to the state at all times. Osun State House of Assembly today confirmed 2 nominees of Governor Adeboye Otola for the members of the House of Assembly Service Commission. The confirmation was done after the ad hoc committee set up by the Speaker, Honorable Timothy Uweye, headed by the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Femi Bopola, to screen the nominees presented their report. Honorable Timothy Uweye had commended and lauded the thorough and dispassionate work done by the ad hoc committee, after which the motion for the adoption of the report was moved by the majority leader, Honorable Maruf Olanrewaju, and seconded by Honorable Nasri Olateju. The House, however, confirmed Honorable Ismaila Kolawole as Commissioner 1 and Olasunkanmi Akinola as Commissioner 2 in the State House of Assembly Service Commission. Osun State House of Assembly, in the course of plenary today, also concluded work on the 5th Alteration Bill 2022 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. The Police Authority has asked political parties in Oyo State to submit their campaign schedules for adequate security plan. It also urged them to eschew violence during the electionary process. Making this known in a statement by the Police Public Relations Officer, Mr. Adewale Osifeso, the Commissioner for Police, Mr. Adewale Williams, at a rally with the representatives of the registered political parties in Ibadan, said the request became imperative for the adequate security arrangement during the campaign. The campaign schedule, as demanded for, according to the statement, include dates and rules. The statement stated that the Independent National Electoral Commission has issued its timetable and schedule of activities for the 2023 general elections, heralding the commencement of campaigns by political parties in public in accordance with Section 94(1) of the Electoral Act 2022. Inspector General of Police, Mr. Usman Alkali Baba, has raised alarm over a plot by some disgruntled elements to attack public institutions and structures across the country. To this end, the IGP has ordered tight security surveillance on schools, hospitals, health facilities, and other critical infrastructures to forestall any emergency. Mr. Alkali Baba also ordered regular patrols, stop and search, raids, and show of force by tactical commanders to clamp down on pockets of crime in some states. Emphasizing the urgency and importance of the new security measures, Mr. Akali Baba implored police officers to exhibit courage and serve with compassion in line with the policing team of the Buhari administration. He said policemen should be on the offensive, adding that they should take the battle to the doorsteps of criminals. It should be recalled that terrorists have been on the prowl, invading schools and abducting students for ransom in recent past. The chairman Senate Committee on Army, Senator Ali Ndume, says the army needs to be better equipped to tackle security challenges facing the country headlong. Speaking during an interview with newsmen, Senator Ndume reiterated his calls for more funding for the army, stressing that the military lacks the modern equipment required to tackle insurgency. Senator Ndume maintains that security agencies have recorded some gains in the fight against criminal elements. Hence, more still needs to be done to enable Nigerians sleep with both eyes closed. According to him, from banditry in the northwest to terrorism in the northeast, kidnapping for ransom in the northeast, in the southeast, to oil bunkering in the south-south, courtesan in southwest, to rape, security forces are grappling with securing the lives and properties of over 180 million Nigerians. The lawmaker representing Borno South Senatorial District expressed confidence that the armed forces have all it takes to fight insecurity across the country. This is the news across the country coming to you from Osun State Broadcasting Corporation, Ilawi Okebale Shubu, Voice of the West. Now, our mid-news message. Never play with the feelings of others because you may win the game, but the risk is that you will surely lose the person for a lifetime. The Senior Special Assistant to the State Governor on Student Affairs and Social Mobilization, Comrade Kendi Anyatunji, has implored students of federal universities presently at home as a result of ASUU strike to be proactive and engaged in vocational skills. Comrade Anyatunji gave the advice today while featuring on the Yoruba Current Affairs Personality Interview Program Oshiluwa on OSBC 104.5 FM. Noting that an ID hunt is the devil's workshop, Comrade Anyatunji implored Nigerian students to positively and meaningfully engage themselves.
Yes, it's pathetic that we find ourselves in this situation, but they must engage themselves in quality things so that this time will not lead them astray, particularly those who can learn skills, those who cannot revisit their books, those who can learn skills, short skills. We have tech entrepreneur that they can learn that can be of benefit for the rest of their life so that they can avoid any form of social vices such as drug addiction, prostitution, theft and armed robbery. Because when you look at the majority of them, they are able hands, and when you keep able hands at home without doing anything, it is dangerous. They must be properly engaged for the benefit of this country.
He maintained that it is high time Academic Staff Union of Universities ASUU and the federal government found a common ground in the general interests of Nigerian students. According to him, the entire global community is experiencing grievous economic challenges, stressing that such situation could make it difficult for the government to meet its financial obligations with ASUU.
We must accept a reality that globally the entire world is facing a very serious and severe economic challenges, which may limit the ability of federal government to meet up with their demand. So, and I also want to appeal to the federal government to be honest and sincere with them, because what, to me, the major issue here is crisis of confidence. Because when you also have an agreement with a union since 2009 and up to 2022, you are unable to implement substantial part of that agreement. It's a question of confidence too. So therefore, I'm also appealing to the federal government, whatever they can place on table for them with all sincerity, they should do that, so that our children can return back to school. We have lost a session as far as federal emphasis in Nigeria is concerned today. This is disheartening for a developing country like Nigeria that is yearning for innovation, that is yearning for development. It is not a thing of joy to anybody.
Comrade Kendi Anyatunji speaking there. A chief magistrate court in Kano has sentenced a 23-year-old man, Sadiq Miko, to 6 months imprisonment for stealing a goat worth 40,000 naira. Mr. Miko, who lives at Tudun Muritala Quarters, Kano, was convicted of theft. Chief Magistrate Zubairu Unowa gave the convict an option of a 30,000 naira fine after he pleaded guilty to the charge. Mr. Noah also added the convict to pay the complainant 40,000 naira as compensation for the good or serve 9 months imprisonment. Prosecution counsel Ahmed Shaki told the court that the Isha Bello of Ranji Quarters Kano reported the matter at Bangwara Police Division Kano on July 10. In the meantime, a 25-year-old in Marshie has been sentenced to 4 months imprisonment after the court convicted him for extortion. A Dede Grade 1 area court in Abuja today heard how Mr. Ishmael of Gwarimpa, Abuja, waylaid a passerby, Felix Awolo, and ordered him to hand over his MP3 radio or he will be caught with a cutlass. Prosecution counsel Jinodu Ogada said Mr. Awolo complied under the threat, but soon reported to police operatives down the area. The police gave Mr. Ishmael a hot chase, arrested him, and recovered the MP3 radio from him. Mr. Umaru Ishmael was later proceeded for arraignment. Sogada said the offense contravened the provisions of Section 219 of the Penal Code. The accused pleaded guilty and begged for leniency. Judge Sulaiman Ola, however, gave Mr. Ishmael an option of 20,000 naira fine. The Nigerian medalists at the just concluded 2022 Commonwealth Games held at Birmingham in United Kingdom has been described as an heroes whose track records deserve recognitions by all the 3 tiers of government and other philanthropists in the society. The convener Moje Queens and Queen Olajumoke Ibrahim said this during a civic reception and dinner in honor of one of the medalists, Islamiyah Yusuf, held at the Michael and Felicia Ultramodern Table Tennis Hall, Oshobo Township Stadium, Oshobo, capital of Osun State. Details of the report are presented from our studios.
For the champions, stand up.
That was the mood of the people of Erin Osun, the family and friends and well-wishers of Osun-born medalist Islamiyah Yusuf, who represented Nigeria at the just concluded Commonwealth Games held at Birmingham, United Kingdom. In her keynote address, the convener, Moje Queen Erin Osun Queen Olajumoke Ibrahim, explained that the group decided to celebrate the young, talented Islamiyah Yusuf to motivate and encourage other budding talent in the society. Queen Olajumoke emphasized the need for the local, state, and federal governments to invest and concentrate more on all that could rebuild Nigeria's image before the whole world. Vena Moje Queen Erin Osun therefore appreciated people's support, which according to her culminated in the success of the event. In their separate remarks, the national president Erin Osun Progressive Union, Chief Kayode Olawale, former chairman Ipman Alhaji Suleiman Afolabi, a former chairman Irekodo local government Alhaji Kamarudin Ajishafe, and Alhaji Yemi Ajijolaiya expressed their happiness towards the success of the daughter of Erin Osun, Queen Islamiyah Yusuf, for being a good ambassador of Nigeria. They also encouraged Moje Queen Erin Osun to remain focused and always promote and project the good image of their community. According to the Elua Modupe Adeleke Sani, who was represented by Honorable Lukman Afolabi, necessary arrangements will be put in place to discover more talent in Osun State and motivate them in various chosen careers. Honorable Lukman also congratulated Islamiyah Yusuf, a weightlifter, for making Nigeria proud in the committee of the whole world. The celebrant, Queen Islamiyah Yusuf, and her mother, Mrs. Fausat Yusuf, gave glory to Almighty God and appreciated the family and friends, the EPU, Moje Queens, our coaches, and government at all levels for their total support and love shown to them.
This is really beyond my expectations. I really appreciate everyone for their contributions towards hosting me today. I'm so happy. Really appreciate them for their support, their encouragement. I pray God will continue to support every one of us. To the Moje Queens, I really appreciate every one of them.
The Secretary, Moje Queens, Erin Osun Queen Mutiyat Oyediran, and Welfare Officer Sofiat Oyetade credited the success of the program to Almighty God. The political and community leaders, including the Executive Secretary, The Recordon LCDA, Honorable Adekunle Oloyede JK, former Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Barrister Kolapo Alimi, the Ẹlẹ́rìn of Ẹ̀rìn Ọ̀ṣun, Ọba Yusuf Adekunle Ọmọlóye, the Aṣíwájú of Ẹ̀rìn Ọ̀ṣun, Alhaji Hassan Alao, Olórí Kudrat, and Olórí Yinka Ọmọlóye, the Ẹlẹ́rìn Council, among other stakeholders in the community. Islamia Yusuf is a 19-year-old weightlifter and Moje Queen ambassador who started her sports career in 2014, and her chosen career had enabled her to represent Nigeria in countries like Argentina, Uganda, United Kingdom, among others.
Under pressure, President of the Nigerian Football Federation, Amaju Pini, has stated that he will not run for the position of the NFF presidency for the third time, promising to work with whoever succeeds him after the September elections. Adeyemi Abodere, a small sports update.
Nigeria's under-20 girls, the Falconets, have reached the last 8 of the 10th FIBA Under-20 Women's World Cup Finals ongoing in Costa Rica after another good performance saw them collect all 3 points from Korea Republic in a 1-0 win. Top of the table clash was highly anticipated as both teams knew a win would take them to the tournament's quarterfinals, both having won their respective first games of the tournament. Korea Republic were top of the log on goal difference, having defeated Canada 2-0 after the Falconets had beaten France 1-0 on Friday morning. There was little to choose between the two teams until midfielder Esther Onyenezide's shot flew past Yuji Du for the only goal of the match in the 83rd minute. The Falconets still have to play Canada in the early hours of Thursday, but they surely will be looking at possible quarterfinal opponents from Group D. Cup holders Japan, the Netherlands, USA, and Africa's other representatives, Ghana, make up Group D. Meanwhile, Nigeria's Dream Team 13 will get to know their second-round opponent in the qualifier for the 2023 African Cup of Nations slated to take place in Morocco. African soccer ruling body, CAF, on Sunday released the draw date and procedure of the event. According to CAF, the draw will take place on Thursday, 18th of this month in Cairo, Egypt. 39 member associations are engaged in African qualifiers. Morocco are automatically qualified as hosts to the final tournament. The remaining 38 teams will play the qualifiers. 3 top teams in the AFCON competition in 2023 will represent the continent in the Paris 2024 Olympics. In the meantime, the arrival of Aqua United goalkeeper Adeyinka Adewale at the Super Eagles Team B camp in Abuja on Sunday afternoon has completed the number of invited players as head coach Salisu Yusuf and his assistant perfect strategies for the African Nations Championship qualifying match against Ghana in a fortnight. Head coach Yusuf had called 35 players to do battle for shirt ahead of the 2023 African Nations Championship qualifying fixture. The Super Eagles Team B will scare up against the Black Galaxies in the first leg in Cape Coast on Sunday, 28th of this month, with the return leg bid for the MKO Abiola National Stadium, Abuja, on Saturday, 3rd of next month. The winner on aggregate will earn a bat at the 7th African Nations Championship to be staged in Algeria next year. Reigning Federation Cup winners Bayelsa United have said they will not return the ITO Cup trophy they won last year until the Nigerian Football Federation paid them the 25 million prize money for winning the competition. Bayelsa United pipped Nasarawa United on penalties to win the Federation's Cup last year. Super Eagles forward Taiwo Awoniyi has expressed his excitement following the goal he scored for his club Nottingham Forest against West Ham United over the weekend. Forest returned to their home city ground for a Premier League game after 23 years in the Championship. They defeated West Ham 1-0 with Awoniyi scoring the only goal of the game. While reacting to the game, the lanky Nigerian forward said he is happy with the goal and hoping to get more goals as the season progresses. An impressive performance from 8-year-old Adeola Adedeji has rewarded her doggedness as she clinched the silver medal at the African Gymnastics Club Championship in Centurion, South Africa. Adeola, alongside 4 others, have won for the country 5 gold, 1 silver, and a bronze medal. Sport Update returns tomorrow. My name is Adeyemi Abodere.
To end the news across the country, here again at the main point. The Osun State's Independent Electoral Commission (SEC) has fixed the 15th October for the state local government election. The Chairman Senate Committee on Army, Senator Ali Ndume, has said that the Army needs to be better equipped to enable them tackle security challenges facing the country headlong. A senior special assistant to Osun State Governor, Komikande Anyotunji, has implored university students at home to be proactive and engage in vocational skills so as to be productive to themselves and the society at large. Chief Magistrate Court in Kano has sentenced a 23-year-old man, Sadiq Miko, to 6 months imprisonment for stealing a goods worth 40,000 naira. That was the news across the country, edited by Dini Kendi, delivered by Olushola Egbodofo. For more Emaros, can visit www.osbcng.org. Thanks for listening. Good evening.
It's entertaining. It's educating. Really informative. Qualitative news as it breaks. It's OSBC Radio 2, 104.5 FM. Numero uno south of the Sahara. Voice of the West.